It's another Catholic Kernel of Truth on Truth Pop.
True love requires true freedom. And that's why understanding the Sixth Commandment is so important. Hey, it's Cathy and Jake, and here's another Catholic Kernel of Truth.
God actually has a beautiful plan for love, marriage, and sexuality. When we understand His design, we experience real freedom and joy, the kind of love our hearts are craving.
In Matthew chapter 5, Jesus says, "You have heard it said, 'You shall not commit adultery.' But I say to you, everyone who looks at someone with lust has already committed adultery in their heart."
This begins with what's going on inside. Our hearts, our desires, the way we see other people. Jesus cares about the whole person.
The reason God cares so much about sexuality is because He designed us in His image. He created us male and female in perfect equality and complementarity.
God made us for love in the deepest sense, so that we may be a self-gift. The Catechism of the Catholic Church says that God gave each of us a sexual identity that involves both body and soul. Sexuality is meant to be oriented toward marriage and family, where that love can be total, faithful, fruitful, and free.
All baptized Christians are called to chastity, not just single people or priests, but everyone. It looks different depending on your state in life: celibacy, faithfulness in marriage, or living chastely as a widow or widower. Chastity involves self-mastery and the cardinal virtue of temperance.
Lust is the opposite of love. Love gives, lust takes. Lust sees someone as an object instead of a person.
The Catechism says that the sins of pornography, fornication, adultery, and masturbation are ways we can misuse God's gift of sexuality. They isolate sexual pleasure from its real purpose: love and life together.
The Catechism of the Catholic Church states that, quote, homosexual acts are intrinsically disordered. They are contrary to the natural law. They close the sexual act to the gift of life, unquote. The Catechism goes on to explain that those with same-sex attraction must be accepted with respect, compassion, and sensitivity. Same-sex attraction is a cross, and those who choose to live a chaste life are living out this commandment.
When man and woman give themselves totally to each other in marriage, they can become co-creators with God. Marriage has a twofold purpose: the good of the spouses and the transmission of life. And that's why the Church teaches that contraceptives or sterilization go against God's plan. They close off the openness to life. The Church does allow for natural family planning, which means that the couple can discern to space out children for just reasons. They can choose to engage during certain times of a woman's cycle.
And just like us, some couples struggle with infertility. It's a very heavy cross. Yet, the Catechism says, a child is always a gift, not something owed. Techniques like IVF, sperm and ovum donation, surrogate uterus, and artificial insemination sadly separate procreation from the loving union of a husband and wife. However, even when a couple can't have a biological child, God can bring incredible spiritual fruitfulness when this suffering is united to Him on the cross. So, to live this out practically, we must see people the way God sees them, as whole persons, body and soul. It means being intentional about what we look at online, how we think, and how we talk about love and marriage.
And when we sin, that's what confession is for. God isn't waiting to tear us down. He wants to restore us to freedom and joy. Here's our challenge for you this week. Ask God to help you to see others and yourself with His eyes. Where do you need healing in the area of love and chastity?
And remember, God's plan for love is about the freedom to live fully. He wants our hearts to be whole.